Money laundering is the illegal process of making dirty money appear legitimate. In 1986, money laundering became a federal crime in America, but criminals and scammers are finding more devious ways to clean and smuggle dirty money. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes estimates that 800 billion to 2 trillion US dollars enters the world economy on a yearly basis unaccounted for.
I'm talking about this.
Digital currencies are the future of laundering. In 2009, Bitcoin was introduced.
Well, Heather, there's a reason we call it cold, hard cash. It's right here, but going to be a pain to send somewhere. And some think that banks are too involved with cash transactions and value. Well, that's where Bitcoin comes in.
This is a digital currency that is essentially untraced. Romance scammers have turned to either gift cards or Bitcoin when duping money out of victims. Lately, our inbox has been flooded with men and women who are encountering scammers that aren't asking for money. Instead, scammers are sending money to them, which can cause a lot of confusion. Welcome to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. Today we speak to a woman named Tawnya from West Virginia. She's been dating a man online who claims his name is Nicholas Coomer. Tawnya and Nicholas met on the dating app Tinder. Unlike some of our other episodes, Nicholas isn't asking Tawnya for money. He is actually sending it to her. Let's see if we can find out this man's true identity and figure out what's really going on. We really do appreciate all the support, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Well, I reached out to Social Catfish because my daughter was really suspicious because she said that this day and time that somebody should be able to FaceTime or to call. I tried to explain to her that his phone was messed up, that he couldn't, and she said that was no excuse.
Okay, so my mom, she met this guy online. His name is Nick. Well, they've been talking for a while. He's never really asked her for much, but he will not call her, Skype her, nothing but text. And always has some bull lame excuse of why he can't. His internet don't work, or his phone won't work right, or his internet at the hotel is messed up. Just some lame excuse.
COVID had just broke out and you couldn't get out and meet people, so I just decided to go online and try it. Met him on Tinder. We've been talking every day since. I mean, we talk 2 and 3 times a day. He never calls, never FaceTime, but always texts. He says his phone's broke. He can't call or text. He's working in New Mexico, next to the Gulf of Mexico. He's an engineer, construction work. He owns his own construction company.
Can't really find him nowhere on any social media, period. And if he has his own construction business, then why can I not find anything about his construction business? As you know, a person that might want to get a hold of him to do construction for me.
He sent some money to my bank account and had me to withdraw it and send it to him as the coins that they get. I had to go to a machine and send
Bitcoin.
and send it to an address that he gave me. And
Okay.
I done that.
The people that you sent it to, you say were legit places. Is that what you're saying?
He said it was for his equipment. I don't know. I just sent it.
Okay.
It might have went to him. I don't know. And he messages me every morning, good morning. And then midday, he'll ask me how work's going. Messages at night, messages all through the day.
Have you heard his voice? Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never seen his face, never nothing, all just pictures that he sent me. Usually when I talk to a guy online, they start getting sexual, nasty. He's never, ever got out of the way. Never.
So you know for sure it's not a booty call type situation.
Right.
Okay.
He's never, ever got out of the way, never done anything like that. And I'm not going to lie to you, usually if you talk to them a couple of times, they send you the private parts. I'm like, seriously, I don't want to see that junk,
Yeah.
Or they ask me, hey, babe, my connection's bad. Can you please give me an iTunes card? I'm like, nope, sorry, don't do that. Within the first couple of texts. And my mom's really, really picky. She don't like anybody. And she loves him, because he'll send like little messages back to her and I'll give her the messages. And we watch movies together. He'll tell me what movie he's watching and we'll watch it like on Netflix. And then we'll talk about the movie. We talk about music. He's into Justin Bieber. loves Justin Bieber. And I told him that I was into country and stuff like that. And he's trying his best to watch and listen to that stuff. So that way, when he's around and that way he'll be able to listen to it. But yeah, he's into Justin Bieber and stuff like that. I mean, we talk about what music we like, what TV shows we watch.
Like, I wouldn't want to be with my mom. I would want somebody that could be there for her, not lie to her about who he is or be embarrassed about himself, because we all have our demons we're fighting.
Well, at this point, what's going to happen is we're going to arrange your information and we'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Tawnya. Bye.
Thanks.
After speaking to Tawnya, we immediately started to investigate. We ran a simple reverse image search on our website, socialcatfish.com, and found the real man in the photos within minutes.
That's your guy right there.
Oh, that's so great. Louis. And then we see how many of these photos are on this site. That's what I like to find out. It's the same wife beater, and it's the same, and here's another one. Same tattoo is what she gave.
We reached out to Louis, but like most victims who have had their images stolen, he was a little confused.
213.
So what did the guy say exactly?
He said, "Is this real?" LOL. It's a pretty valid reaction.
Just to make things clear, Nicholas has nothing to do with the real man in the photos, Louis. Louis's images were used by a romance scammer to get Tawnya to launder money. It was time to meet with Tawnya once again to tell her what we have found. Real quick, guys, we work really hard on these videos and we appreciate all the support, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back into it.
Okay, Tawnya, are you ready to learn what we learned about this person, Nicholas Coomer?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We looked for him everywhere. We looked for him in New Mexico. You said that he had a business, which was probably in New Mexico, but we did not find him there. But we did find, when we ran the photos, we did find the real man in your photos. His name is Louis. We found his Instagram page. He's a gay man. He's living a real life. And he has nothing to do with the person that you're talking to called Nicholas Coomer.
I knew it was because, this day and time, no matter how bad your phones are, you can call or FaceTime or Skype or something, something. And I was like, well, I said, there is something up. And then when he notified me this morning that he put $2,000 in my bank account and that I needed to send it through them coin, whatever that coin thing is.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, send it to that address back to him. I was like, well, I said, I'm not going to do nothing until I hear from Drew and him.
Tawnya went through something similar to Shelley from our previous episode. Here's a breakdown of money laundering and romance scams from that episode.
So, first of all, money laundering is illegal and you can definitely go to jail for it. Essentially, the reason why scammers want to launder money is because it eliminates a trace of the money to them. So they can take this money and they can get access to this money and have no fear of anything being traced back to them. And the way they do it is they work with multiple victims, and instead of having the money sent directly to them, they will have the victim send the money to another victim saying that it's their cousin Joe or their aunt or whoever else that's going to help them get access to the money. And so this unsuspecting victim will take the money and instead of sending it to the scammer, they'll send it to another victim. This other victim will then take the money and convert it into untraceable forms like gift cards, Bitcoin, or other means. And then they will send this over to the scammer and the scammer reaps the benefits, almost risk-free.
You can click this YouTube card to watch that video right now.
I talked to my daughter's best friend, and she has a little bit of experience with this. She said it's not enough to be money laundering. She said, but she believes it might be drug money or something.
One thing we know about money laundering is that if a person takes $10,000 or more out of their bank account in cash or brings it in $10,000 or more in cash, the bank actually is required by law to make a note of that. And so they do keep track. So that explains why it has never been a huge, giant piece of money.
No,
because it
never been over $2,000 at a time. No.
Right. So even though it seems like a smaller amount than what we hear about on TV, it is significant and it is money laundering. That is what the attempt is here. Are you okay, Tawnya?
Yeah. If I get my hands on him, I'd wring his neck.
Yeah. What I think we should do, and if you're willing to do this, I think we should call your bank and we should file a suspicious activity report. One thing about banks is they don't like fraud and they protect their depositors. In this case, does he have your account number?
Yes.
Okay, so you are at risk personally for this.
That's okay. Tomorrow I'm going to close that bank account. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning.
But was it a wire or was it just a direct transfer?
Direct transfer, direct deposited.
Okay, that's great because the bank wants to know what that account is and they have the clearance because privacy laws, I can't walk in there, Tawnya, and say, who owns this bank account? This is what happened. But this is something that you really should report to them and you really need to let them know that this is suspicious activity and they will work with the other bank to make sure this is shut down.
Yeah, I can. I'm going first thing in the morning and talking to them, shutting it down.
You'll need to be very transparent. Most branches don't have a fraud department, but they do have a manager. So ask a lot of questions, find out which desk you need to go to, and they will also have tips. They will also have helps and information that you're going to need because he has your account number. He has your banking information. And if he has that and he has accessed it online, he may also have other private information of yours. Well, is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, I'm just appreciate that you shed a light on it, and I know that he's fake.
And this is educational to other people that this may be happening to.
Yes.
And it can happen to anyone, Tawnya. Old, young. Used to be that they would target certain types of people, but now they target anyone.
I'm just glad that he didn't. He probably would have if I would have let him, but I was researching and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't do everything, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just glad he didn't take me for everything I had.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Scams come in so many different forms. If you have been a victim of any of the scams below, please email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We'll get to the bottom of it with help from our Social Catfish team. By sharing your story with our YouTube audience, we can educate, spread awareness, and maybe someday we can put an end to these scams.